that's it. I think that we're live. If everyone can hear us. Oh, I got new lighting now. Hello. Yep, we lost a viewer as soon as I came on the camera. My theory that it's entirely me is playing into it. That's good. We got that set. Listen, good evening, everybody. We are Roll for Bowl. We are a D&D live stream, such named for the complete bowl and shenanigans that my wonderful players constantly provide, having me check the rules to see if that was truly allowed or verifying whether they actually set that up. I love them and I hate them. We are doing Odyssey of the Dragon Lords, a Greek mythology-inspired campaign. Our heroes have been tasked with undergoing 3 great labors in order to save the continent of Thylia from evil titans. They are preparing to finish the 3rd great labor, which is to relight the mithril forge that they may forge weapons that can fight gods. There have been some road bumps, some character arcs, some laughs and tears. They are now resting outside of the forge. Let's introduce everybody, and we're going to go... let's go counterclock. And you know who never gets a chance to go first? We're going to start with Kiana. Kiki, would you care to introduce yourself? Tell them your name, your character, and something about your character.
I am Tammy, and I play Kiana, or Kiki, known to her friends. I am a Triton barbarian, and I am a demigoddess, and I am wielding the Hammer of Pythor that is supposedly going to help us fix these weapons that are part of our labors.
Quite possibly. The gods have been very helpful so far. Sorry, this isn't text. I can't put that in quotes. Let's go around to Craren.
Well, hello everybody. It's your favorite wood elf monk. I don't know, Craren. He likes to punch things and be a dick, so that's pretty much it. And die. So.
Fair enough. He has died a record number of times. I think, oh god, 25% of our sessions have had Craren have a near-death experience. At least. Maybe over that. Let's go to Euphemian.
Hi, I'm Reed. I'm playing Euphemian, the human wizard. And if I were any kind of tree, I would be an aspen.
Wonderful. I think that's a wonderful description. I'm sure no one has any further no one has any further questions. That brings us to Callista. Would you care to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Allie, and I play Callista, Satyr Bard, and also Celestial Warlock, Wolf class. So.
Yeah. So there we go. I guess without any further ado, we will begin. And we'll start. Hold on. Music. The music app is not letting me do the music thing. Okay. So we're going to start that way. You finished your night making camp with the centaurs, who, by and large, for very good reasons, do not get along with a lot of the traveler races, but they showed you kindness in exchange for what you did, and they treated some of your wounds and damages. You wake up the next morning. They are gone. They left in the middle of the night. Whoever would have been I don't think if anyone was standing guard at the time, they're not great conversationalists. So they would have just basically looked around, decided, yeah, they're cared for. Yeah, that's our end. And they would just sort of gotten up and left, more or less, in the night. So it would be safe to sort of fast forward to the moment that you all wake up in the morning. Kyra immediately, you know what? I'm going to roll a die here.
Can we do a long rest yet? Or
no, you get a long rest. My apologies. You
Okay,
did a
cool.
long rest here. And just the day beginning. Cray, you're a wood elf, so you don't necessarily need to sleep as much as the others, but like, what is your sort of rest? How do you rest?
That's an interesting question.
Thank you. Read. No.
I imagine that I'd probably rest what I needed, sleep what I needed, which is about half of what is necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And either I'd probably meditate for a little while, and then I'd probably work out.
Yeah, so you'd be meditating. I think in the middle of your meditations, partway through, you would just hear, "Morning!" And you just see Kyra just completely just full pep, hair beautiful, and everything, just looking at you and just like, clearly picked like some of the very, very few, dandelions that would be growing to the plain, and she like looks at, and she's like was holding them, and she goes, "How are you?" And she looks at the flowers, and goes, "Too soon?" And she just sort of drops them off the side, and goes,
Have you tried meditation? You can
no.
start with me. You just sit, and you close your eyes, and you breathe.
And she sits down.
It's a really good way of breathing.
And you hear it just exhale for like a solid minute. It's like, hold on.
Wow, that's a lot. But when you exhale, you also do a big sigh. So when you breathe in, you hold it, and you go, ah. It makes you feel better.
You do this a lot?
Well, not the sighing part, but I do the breathing part.
She goes, "Does it make you feel more at peace?"
It makes me feel like I don't want to punch people in the face as much. So yeah, I guess so.
Have you gotten time to meditate while we've been traveling?
Well, sometimes you just need to punch things.
That's true. Well, I could try that, but right now we have things to do. We have adventures to go on, and I cannot write, and so they meditated at the start. That can't be the start of a chapter. I'm sorry.
If they all want to wake them up, we can go for a nice run, and we can wake them all up. And we can
Yeah,
go for a run
she's immediately
together.
just like, "Good morning, everybody." And she like runs around making sure everybody's awake, just absolutely tending to each person. The second you say that, she's like, "Okay, yeah, we could do that. This is great."
Prey just like as she does this, Prey is just sitting there cross-legged because he was in the middle of his meditation, just grinning.
And just her, Kyra at just all the way up at 13 at the start of the day, just eager to get all of you. I mean, last night was a positive night for her, even if it was difficult. Watching Callista advocate for all of you and her to the Centaurs helping you, watching you all get your memories back, and without her having to sacrifice anything about herself with her magics, like, it was a lot to process at the time, but she is in a good mood this morning. Yeah, she's just looking around, making sure that you all are okay, and making notes and writing, sort of catching up on what she didn't write down yesterday. But it is your guys' action.
You guys want to go for a run?
No.
No, thank you.
Okay.
I'm exhausted just
I
watching
see.
Kyra.
Sorry, Kyra. I guess there's no running. This
No, it's
morning.
okay.
I
You
speak
guys can run.
3 languages, and even with all of that, there is no word in all of those languages that can express exactly how little I want to go for a run.
Well, next time, Kyra.
Yeah, next time, that's fine.
You want to go for a run now?
Yeah, don't let us stop you.
I mean, we can.
Okay, and I take off running already.
She just whooshes off after you. Just these two. Everyone else has like an average running speed, and these two. I think you had the boons from Reed last time. So I think without those boons, you're mostly just. I don't know the math. Let me see how fast she can run, but I think it would be way more even than it was last time. So you two just running, getting the morning started that way. I'll come back to that because I have ideas about that. But what do the rest of you want to do?
No.
What a
I'm going to
wonderful
start
phrase.
breakfast.
Yeah. You're gonna start breakfast. That's excellent. What would Euphemian make for breakfast, both in terms of what he has available and what he knows how to make?
I would imagine mostly it would just be a reheated ration pack,
Mhm.
but toasting some nuts to go with this breakfast, maybe crushing some nuts and making like a peanut butter on toast.
That's
Something
fantastic.
really simple.
That is fantastic. I'm figuring out exactly how fast Cray could use. Cray, are you using your Step of the Wind for this?
I remember what happened last time, so no, I totally let her win this time.
I like that
Would
you're
you like
avoiding.
to burn all of your key points right now.
I really like that you're choosing to lose against a goddess, because the alternative would be a goddess falling romantically and carnally in love with you, and it's like, yeah, that's no, just no. By the way, I did the math. If you repeatedly spam Step of the Wind, you guys would almost be a completely even match.
Holy crap, that's awesome.
Yeah, that is how fast you are.
That's how I am, like in normal life.
Yeah. So you two are. Sorry. You're making the breakfast, Euphemian. Callista and Kiana, are you two, or Kiki, I guess? How would you prefer? I know that Kiki has like rules about who can call her what, but just out of curiosity, how would you prefer that I, as DM, refer to the character?
Kiki is fine,
Okay.
unless I'm with Pythor. Pythor hasn't gotten to that level where he can call me Kiki yet.
Okay. So Kiki. Okay.
I'm pretty much okay with anybody else, even someone I've just met, if they're nice. If they're assholes, oh, you're calling me Kiana.
Okay. Perfect. This is great. I see we have a few viewers today, so thank you. Hi, if you're here, feel free to chat. We read the chat while we're playing. It's great, so feel free to shout things out. But so what would Kiki be doing this morning?
We're gonna unmute so people can hear me. Did we establish if there was like a river or a pond nearby? Because Kiki would definitely like that if possible.
There wouldn't be one until you get to the Great Waterfall.
Okay. I'm like picturing a puppy in a puddle here. I'll take any water I can get, but no, I'm not gonna do that. Unless I'm like desperately dry, which I'm not quite, because yeah, maybe I'll just go, just to kind of rehydrate myself. I'll probably go back around near the waterfall and just kind of, if it's at the waterfall, I'll just kind of grab some and just spray myself and get wet. But if, because we're not down below, so I'm not going to jump in the water. So basically that's what I'm doing to refresh and wake up while the breakfast is being prepared and she's running around, or he's running around with Kyra and acting like children.
Tammy, I wanted to clarify, Tammy's mom, I wanted to clarify for Reese's Pieces, this is sort of further back from our timeline, so this is back when it was all one giant orb, so this is just Reese's Piece that hasn't actually been broken up yet, and that's why it's not available as a snack. Callista, what are you doing right now? Hi.
Hi. I am catching up on my writing.
All right.
So, like, I took notes and stuff during battle, but I'm, like, trying to flesh it out and make it pretty a little bit. And then, like, while I'm doing that, I'm kind of, like, humming some scales to, like, warm up for the day. Because, like, I just, I like to sing sometimes. It's nice to be
That's
warm.
perfect. That's wonderful. So you guys are doing this. Kyra's running along Cray, and after a little bit, because you're not using Step of the Wind, after a little bit, it becomes obvious who's going to win. And so Kyra sort of stops racing for real and sort of like holds back a little bit just to run alongside you.
camp?
What's
Or
that?
just let me know. So when we get to the camp, I want to start dropping down and doing push-ups.
Oh, wonderful. So she's running along with you, and she's like, I really enjoy this. This is really great, and I think that you're the only person that can really run alongside me. So, thank you for that.
Run.
It is. It really is.
Actually, picture her running backwards beside Cray.
Yeah.
Cray's going,
She's kind of yeah. Like at a point, she's like she's not like running at full speed as much as she's like aggressively power walking. And so what was it? So she's sort of running along with it, and she goes, "I'm really glad that we figured that out, and that Callie, Callie's been incredible. Because I think if she didn't figure that out, I would have been really sad to give up my speed. So I'm glad that we're able to do this right now."
Do you love her?
What? Yeah, of course.
I mean,
You're all
in the sense,
you're all
of, like-
amazing.
but I mean, do you love her?
Yeah, like all of you are what? I'm sorry.
Okay. Let's put it this
Well,
way.
she goes, well, don't be jealous. And she sort of
Is she your
reaches out and
girlfriend?
pats you on the back. She goes, don't be jealous. I love you too.
No, I meant, is she like your girlfriend? Like I have friends who are
And she sort of
girls,
slows
but-
down and stops running for a second. Sort of stands still for a second.
I'm gonna start doing push-ups if we're not moving. 'cause-
Yeah, and she just sort of looks at you like she doesn't even think about it. Like she's like, yeah, of course. When you're not running, you do push-ups. That's what you do. So I think it doesn't even faze her. She's watching you do that, and she's just like, Do you think
for
that's
doing
like?
one-handed push-ups.
Do you think that's possible?
I stop, and I'm like, "What do you mean? To have a girlfriend that's not a friend, that's a friend, or a girlfriend that you love?"
No, I mean, we've just been, I've been alive for a really long time. I'm not used to really seeing things that way. I don't think she would either.
Kind of get up and kind of sit back on and do like a cross-legged, and I kind of look at her and I say, "It must be lonely. I mean, I've only lived quarter of a decade, and it's lonely. Where do you find your joy in relationships?"
Can you fix your mic? She goes,
Oh yeah.
and she just says, "Well, I don't really think about. I mean, we all have our roles to fit in the narrative. We have our archetypes. There's the wise leader who gives a bunch of exposition and then dies, and then there's like the antagonist, and then there's like the childhood friend, and there's all these different. I'm the goddess of music. Stories. I'm here to make sure your story gets told.
And I take a big sigh and I say, "It's one thing to be an author of a story, but it's completely different when you're trying to be a character in your own. And nothing can guide that except for you. And I think you deserve to be really happy. And Cal does too. I think you two are good together." Okay, well, I'm gonna go up. Time to do some jumping jacks. I'll meet you at camp.
Are you running right now, or
I start running
okay?
again.
And she's
I
like,
start running over.
and she's sort of lost in thought, and she's like, and she stands there, and she's like, I mean, obviously, if that were possible, I'd want it, but I don't think she. You cheated! And she just runs and runs after you. And then by the time she like realizes that her admitting that she wants to be with Callie was like said to no one because you were just totally gone. She just like gets back to camp. And you see like she actually used like actual energy for like actually wore herself out.
So I start stretching and doing like all those like, side bends and all this stuff.
And
I
she
start like, putting my leg up over my head, that kind of thing.
and she looks at you like bloody murder. And she just, that's 2 for 0, I guess.
And I blow her a kiss. Don't tell anybody, because I don't do that to anybody. Just grab it.
She grabs the kiss and she very angrily stuffs it in like under her toga.
Okay, fine, fair. Hey guys, what's for breakfast?
Hey everybody. Hey.
I'll just pass the pan over.
Oh,
Good morning. Who won?
It was just a practice race.
Okay, but who won? Because I'm like
Kyra,
writing.
totally Kyra.
Okay, cool.
Thanks. And I wink at her.
And she looks at you and she sort of smiles a little bit and just, okay. Just sort of thinks about that. You guys, see, I told you I had plans, but they're not always trying to kill you guys. I think you're gonna like today's session. So what do you guys want to do as time goes on?
Well, I think we're pretty much looking at getting back into the hole.
Mm-hmm. I know, Jen, I'm sorry.
Seriously!
You all need to know that at any given moment, Jen is refraining from making 13 different dirty jokes. And when a setup like that happens...
13-year-old would make?
Yeah, when a setup like that happens... yeah. That is dangerous. So,
It is wet.
it is. So what is your plan to get into the hole?
Going through the opening. You started this, Reed.
I love this as the complete
Well,
follow-up
this
to the
isn't
scene we
the
just
first
had.
time for any of us, I think, so.
I mean, we've gone in, we've come out, we've gone in, we've come out.
That's actually true. I hate that that's true. Sorry, I'm shouting. I didn't mean to shout, but I hate that that's true.
I am so glad that things are muted right now for me, because you guys would be totally deafened by how loud I'm laughing right now. My dog is looking at me like, crazy girl, crazy.
Join us for our elevated storytelling.
And base humor.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
I was researching Shakespeare for today's session, and this is where we are.
So you prepared.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
I was an English.
Hi, Tammy's mom.
Boom me.
So, you guys.
I love you, Tammy's mom.
We don't need any encouragement, Mom. Anyway, so yeah, let's head back in.
Yeah.
So you guys make your way down, let's see. You guys make your way down, in this path. The plains descend down this, eventually curve into this giant waterfall. The river ran the other way, by the way, is why it wasn't near you. But run this waterfall, and following along the edge of it, going all the way down. Hi, Fatima. Going all the way down, winding along the edge. You get to the entrance of the cavern. Again, just at the entrance, roaring far too loudly for anybody to be able to speak. I'm double checking something here. Roaring too loudly for anybody to be able to speak, but you do find your way at that entrance. Let me see. What would you guys like to do, or any plans or anything before you head in? Anything like that?
We can't talk to each other, right?
You can like hand signal to each other, or like
Okay.
if you have any like message spells or anything like that.
Okay, did we want to have Kiki out front again? And I don't know. Wizard, you're okay. Do you want me to be in the back? Or should I go in the front with Kiki and support up there?
You're probably gonna want to go in front because you're gonna want to actually get into combat.
Yep.
Okay. I'll go
Well, I'll-
last. I'll take up the rear guard. Callista can
Oh, I never moved
Okay.
your characters.
second last.
Or...
And then, same as last time, I will summon the Quilly Femian made me and cast light on it so that I can see.
All right. I sort of was started setting up the map. So who's in front exactly? I believe that would probably be Cray. You said? Oh, Tiki. Okay.
Tiki.
Okay. So let's
then
put.
I'll be behind.
Okay. I think I have the order right here.
Yeah,
On
that
the-
looks about right.
All right. Perfect.
Oh no, I'm last. I'm taking up rear guard.
All right. And then let me double check some things I got here. Okay. Ready? Okay. So. What was it? You guys prepare to head in, with Callista's light, and those of you with night vision moving in. By the way, if you guys hear me talking about the map, those of you that are watching, you hear me talk about the map, we're using map for their sake and mine, but we try not to make it necessary for the stream. Mostly because map tech streaming terrifies me, and they're very patient with that. You all head into the cave, down the route you did, down deeper as the roar of the waterfall gets quieter, still loud, but not drowning all of you out. As before, there's a fork in the cave from your left and right. On the right side, or on the left side, you see more of this rocky cave peering in, or sort of winding in, just pure stone and dirt. On the right, it appears smoothed and carved out as if made with a deliberate precision. Throughout the cave, there permeates an increasing stench. A bit worse than there was yesterday, of this sort of rot and sewage. And when you look around, you immediately see one of the reasons is, you see blood and some entrails where you guys had your fights. They didn't properly clean up from where the fights were happening before. Things that smell and rot here tend to stay where they were, is what you quickly realize. The smell is intensifying. I will say, full transparency, there were some effects of this stench that were not enforced as much last time, but as the stench deepens, I will be bringing them up more. But you all are in this cavern, and it is, I'm going to switch to different music. I'm going to switch to more ominous music. As it is anyone's action, what you want to do at this moment.
Well, as being in the front, I just have the intention of moving on back to where we had left off last, so that we can continue on from there. So that is my intention.
Okay, that's to the left, because that's where you found the centaurs and stuff. There was just to reiterate, there was a long hallway, but you guys basically, with several different, like, doors, not doors, but, like, paths, branches, and you guys went down the very first one, because that was where the centaur hostages basically were. Or captives,
Right,
not hostages.
screaming.
Yeah. So, is that good with everybody, or did anybody have anything else they wanted to mention?
Nope, I like it.
All right. So,
One thing I just wanted to ask there, to the north, it looks like there's a bridge over.
that's an overhead bridge. If you look up, you'll see the stones almost form an arch, and there's a large bridge about 20 feet up above you.
You want me to climb up there?
I'm not sure we want you to be ahead of the rest of us without any capability for us to follow up with support.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Okay, so you want us to go check that part where we were, or where we didn't go last time?
If we could just take a look, certainly having some idea where we're going. I would assume this has worked stone, that would be as good a place to assume the forge is in the direction of as any.
Makes sense. Please don't ever do that again to us, Euphemian. We really missed you.
Yeah, big time.
It's not like it was my choice.
Kyra just goes, "Don't." It was scary, but there's a value to. I mean, amnesia stories are a classic for a reason.
I mean, Cal, don't get me wrong, you did great. You're pretty amazing, let me tell you.
And Kyra goes,
Thank
I'm-
you.
He's not wrong.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Kiki, let's go. And I clap her on the shoulder.
So is it left or right?
Up
Fair
towards the
enough.
bridge.
So
I'd like to just-
technically, from when we came in, to the right.
Yeah.
Let me think for a second. So you guys move up under the bridge, along the road. It still smells pretty foul. You guys can rearrange your tokens. I'm just moving you all over. But as you guys... Yeah, that's not the order at all. As you all move along, you see coming into view, as you move through this dark cavern, eventually comes into view this massive... Let me get my description just right. You see this tunnel ends, and there's this whole cavernous rift in the ground. This room is massive. It goes 30, 40 feet up. And there's this huge chasm just dug into the earth. And you can see along the sides of it just faint veins of silvery ore. And along the walls you see old rusted mining equipment. You see platforms and walkways that are broken and mostly unusable all along the sides of it. Along the ceiling and along the walls as well, in addition to the tools, you see certain chains and pulleys that are this way and that, but they're all rusted, broken, or just disconnected. This area looks almost just ripped apart, and so much dug into it and so much taken out that it almost feels as if just the clawed hand of a titan just ripped the earth out of it, so thoroughly as it gouged. And you can see, or you can't even see, but when you stand near it, you can feel heat rising. Like, it's not too intense, but it's definitely like enough to break a sweat. And you can just tell from... You can't even see the bottom of this thing. It's so deep down that just can only make your mind wander as to the source of the heat down there. I will say, Euphemian, just to center this, as you look around and walk into this room, you see it extends into a larger room to the side. A stone hallway carved open with great deliberation and meaning. And within it, the massive rotting corpse of a three-headed great beast of a dog. Its body laid out there, as a number of small two-headed dogs are nibbling and chewing away at it around the side, seemingly oblivious to you. And you see bones everywhere around the floor there, not just of dogs, but of other humanoid things. And you are standing in the grueling epilogue of some grim story. And it would be anyone's action.
I'll signal to the others just to, without saying it, just look over there.
And Kyra looks over.
I tap Kiki on the shoulder, be like, whisper in her ear. What do you think? Should we go?
Well, looks like someone took care of the big problem for us thus far. Not quite sure what to make of it. I will kind of look towards Euphemian, like, Just questioning, like, what do we do? Where are we at? What?
I will say, what was it? Yeah, Euphemian, you talked about being quieter, and dogs do not miss a lot. Two-headed dog, much less so. No, I'm not saying that you're in trouble right now, Jen. I'm saying that not much will get past them if you guys are not careful.
I will just look towards Euphemian for, like, a guidance, like, what now? I won't say it, but I'll make gesture, like,
Now, we had previously spoken with Vulcan, and he had mentioned that there was the three-headed dog as a guardian to this, right?
Yep. He basically mentioned that, in short, very short, a lot of unethical practices went into making a forge that can build weapons that can hurt titans and gods. I think it involved a Cerberus. Went down there. I think basically what he may have told you was that they ran this forge. They forced some people to work on the forge, which we can get into in a minute. And then also, a lot of them were chased out by a Cerberus. So this became unlivable to them, and part of that was the thing that you see being devoured here.
I'm just going to sneak up beside Callista. Don't suppose you have any kind of animal friendship spell? That.
I might. Hang on. I think my lute does. Hold up. I do. Are these animals?
As much as I guess.
I can try. I haven't. Oh, I don't think I've tried this one yet.
Kyra taps you on the shoulder vigorously, and she says, and she's mouthing the words, "They were made."
Oh, so they're not beasts. Then yeah, no, not really. No, unfortunately. I think. Well, let's see. Nope. Calm emotions is for people. I do not have anything.
Can't cast an illusion. They could perhaps chase.
a big steak bone.
I can do a silent or a minor illusion, but it can't move, unfortunately. I could try to charm one of them with my bow.
Or perhaps a small promontory of rock on the side of the cliff with a rabbit on it.
You see Kyra just sort of smile and roll the word promontory over her tongue. She just fucking loves great vocabulary words. It's like that in running. So anyway, go on.
I could try that. Sure. So I will use minor illusion to just kind of create like a little extra ledge over the edge there, and just like a small animal on it, and I think it can move.
It can't. It has to stay
within the 5 feet.
If it's minor, it has to be stationary.
Stationary.
Yeah.
Image of an object. Yeah. So just a still rabbit.
Yeah, but I think you can only do like the one thing. Okay, so ledge with animal on it. Okay, that's
Like 5 foot cube. So just If I can. If I can't, then I will figure something else out.
Okay, so you make this. It rises without any sort of sound.
If they don't notice it, then I will drop that and try a sound.
Let me see. What was it? So this appears, and you hear after a minute just, and like you hear like two dogs like sort of growling at each other. Give me 1 second.
DC ain't high.
And it just you hear this trotting, I don't know why I tried for animal footprints on dirt, but I tried it, and that's what matters. You hear this dog plodding along, their nails clicking along, and then you see stepping out. Let me see. You see stepping out a small little thing that a learned person would refer to as they refer to colloquially as death dogs. Not quite a three-headed Cerberus, but like a very large, not like a giant Cerberus beast, but sort of a wolf size, like a very large dog with two heads. One of them wanders out, sniffing in the direction of the what did you put on the bridge? On the ledge?
A rabbit.
Sniffing at the rabbit. Oh. And then the other one just like growls, and they sort of nip at each other for a second, like arguing about the rabbit. They don't notice you all at all.
Okay, so as it does that, I'm going to drop it, and then from inside down the hallway, I'm gonna make like a terrible shrieking screech. Because it says that I can do a sound in volume from a whisper to a scream.
But isn't it like where you can see? Within range. Okay. So where are you doing it from?
So I guess in that case, I would move up toward where Euphemian is.
Mm-hmm.
And I would, let's see where I can get. So like, if it's approached the edge and it's kind of in this like area, I would be able to make the sound come from like over here by the dead body behind them.
Okay. And what are you trying to do? You're trying to spook it into the...
Trying to spook it.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Something, anything. Or
Okay.
at least to distract it enough that if we're gonna go in punching...
So, what is it, a scream, you said?
Yeah, like a shriek. Like a monstrous wail, sort of like...
Okay.
Banshee-esque sound.
I'm gonna motion while we're working on this to maybe try to maneuver Kiki and Cray in front of us while
Alright.
we're waiting.
Feel free to move you guys' tokens to where you want to be standing. So as this happens, Kyra would press herself up against the wall here. As this is happening, you make this screech happen. I rolled for this. This loud screech echoes, and the dog and both of the Cerberus heads sort of turn and look, and they back up. But as they turn and look, one of them turns to look to the right, and one of them turns to look to the left. And they both just sort of turn and spin and scamper, and then you just hear this howling sound, as next thing you know, there's just this howling down the chasm. Until you don't hear until you abruptly don't hear anything anymore. They rolled a -3 on their ability to tell if the rabbit was real, and a 9 on the screeching sound. As far as trickery with minor illusion, that was some fatal shit that was happening. But as this happens, as that scream happens,
Definitely thought this through. That's not going to summon anything.
Yeah, but say you see these two other death dogs run out investigating this, and they run around. They look around, and immediately 4 different heads turn and look at all of you as they just snarl. And I realize what's up?
I was just going to say, once we see one of them go down, I was going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay, yeah, do that. Wonderful. As you see them snarl and move closer to you, and as we, to the surprise of no one, let us roll for initiative.
Balls.
Callista got a 10.
Oh no! Yeah, I didn't select my token.
That's probably got
Sorry.
it. And then, as always, Kyra's at a 20.
I remembered to click my token first, but I still rolled like shit. I got a 6.
Wonderful.
But it went in for me.
But it was but it was a documented 6. I
Yep.
think, is that everybody? Did I miss anybody? Nope, that's everyone.
Unless Kyra.
You even have a +2 to like initiative, so you must have rolled real bad.
Yeah. Obviously a 4.
So, as this happens, they begin to snarl and move in. Krarin, before anybody else, you may go. Also,
Okay,
can you guys
let's
in the
do
audience
this.
let me know if you can hear the battle music? Because I think I'm testing this out. Let me know if it works. But yeah, Krarin, go.
Okay, so let's go see what these little puppies have. So I'm gonna go up to them. I'm gonna go up to this one here. Hopefully nothing's gonna kill me. And I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna smack it
All right,
with my
roll
quarterstaff.
roll your quarterstaff. Roll for smacking.
Roll for smacking the puppies.
Yeah,
Sorry,
this is-
doggies.
Just in case you had any thought that this was a purely heroic campaign, our heroes are now just running in and kicking puppies.
Oh, Craren, that's your puppy. Craren, no.
No! They're ugly, mean puppies.
Okay, they're
roll-
ugly, mean, two-headed puppies. They're not my puppies.
Roll a 15. So you roll a 15. So 15 hits. Roll for. Are you? And you usually, of course, have two-handed. So roll the two-handed attack on that.
Okay, and so I'll roll the two-handed attack for that, and bada bing, bada boom. Oh, it didn't pop up. That's but I rolled a 6.
Oh, you rolled. It says you rolled a 10
so-
total.
Oh, did it do it? Okay.
Oh, I was
cool.
looking on something. So you hit this dog as it just like lets this really ugly yelp as you smack it. You have the rest of your turn left.
Okay, so I would like to use one of my key points to smack the shit out of it twice again.
Flurry of blows.
Flurry of blows. So,
I love that like
So-
this whole campaign has been about like moral ambiguity and the grays of who is and isn't right, and you guys see puppies and immediately hit them without any sort of discussion. And I'm like, this is
Okay.
great. No, I'm just bullying you. I'm bullying you. It's fine.
Listen, the picture you gave us is not a cute little puppy, okay? It is terrifying. So I'm gonna hit terrifying things. So I
That's
smack
I'm just giving you guys shit. Feel free to go ahead. It looks like okay, our images are a little off for a little bit because Allie had to step away for a second, but we are good.
So I smacked it for 6. Or did
6.
you smack it for 6?
Oh no, that was my. Ignore that. Just roll for damage. Roll for damage.
Okay. 8.
Okay, so you just immediately smack, hit this thing, does 8 points of damage to it, as it just sort of yelps out, staggers back.
Okay. One more hit.
Alright, roll for that as well.
I hit for a 12.
Alright, roll for damage.
Oh, holy shit, guys.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright. So 6.
Alright, so you just land like 3 hits on this thing real fast as this dog just sort of, every time you hit one of the head, that head sort of bows back to sort of like take the blow and in pain, and the other one snarls and tries to bite at you. Each one of them sort of like defending the other one as you move on. And is there anything else you want to do on your turn for movement or
Oh,
anything?
yeah. And because I did Flurry of Blows, I can disengage and see like a bad bitches! And I'll go back to, like, behind Kiki.
Okay, so you just say goodbye to those bitches. The sons of bitches, really? No, they aren't. You say goodbye to those bitches and you leave. Cool. I get to say it for this fight.
Okay, cool. And then it's my turn.
Kyra has carries her hand out, and there's a scroll parchment next to her and a quill. And you all see it writing. None of you would know that she's writing. And the heroes delved deeper into the darkness and defeated and began to defeat an evil of ages ago. And she underlines all of that. As she underlines it, the dust from the quill, this dust and ink from this quill, scatters off the page and dissipates through the room, giving you guys the Song of Heroes, allowing you to re-roll. One of the dogs on their turn. You know what? I rolled to see who would attack. It just completely dives towards Kiki. As it dives towards you, both of its mouths trying to latch onto you and bite you. Just this completely feral Cujo-esque as they dive towards. I'm going to roll for both attacks. And as they bite and gnash down, each of these attacks being blocked by you very easily. What weapon do you have out? Is it your great axe? Yeah, yep. Just blocking and wielding these attacks, or riposting these attacks, is a snashing. There's no grace to these nearly feral beasts, and their attacks are easy enough for you to ward off. Callista, it is your action.
No fish sticks for you.
All right, so let's get me within range, shall we?
What do you want for melee range?
No. Nice question, though. 60 feet. I think I'm within 60 feet of the hurt one.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. I don't have it set up yet.
Oh, we have sound effects!
Toll the Dead.
Yes.
I have twinkles, but they're not ready yet.
Oh, can you just try? Can you try? You want to try? Or no twinkles?
Yeah,
twinkles?
hang on. I got this.
See, that sounds great as it is.
That's friggin' brilliant. I love that.
As you do these twinkles.
That's what you get when you're married to a musician.
I'm gonna just this once. I'm gonna have them roll their save with disadvantage because this is a special occasion. What was it? Toll the Dead. A wisdom save. Oh, okay. And the wisdom save is roll the damage.
Six necrotic.
Okay, as you roll, as you cast out this tingling bells of a goddess of ostensibly good, of relative good. These bells wash across this creature. Just like lets out this completely furious bite and just does not register what you're doing at all. Even with disadvantage, its lowest roll was 13. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
I think I might have a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
I will bonus action give Bardic Inspiration to you, Femian. I'll say, great to have you back. Looking forward to see what you come up with. I don't know, something like that. And you have the Bardic Inspiration that prevents you from, or gives you advantage on saving throws against being frightened. And in addition, something I learned that I have is magical inspiration. So if you use your Bardic Inspiration when you roll the die to restore hit points or deal damage, you can add the Bardic to that instead.
This class is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Euphemian, it is your turn, and you are inspired as hell. What you got?
Well, I'm just going to be boring then. I'm going to try and cast... I guess I can't see the hurt one where I am. I'll try going over here. I think I've got done that. That seems more than close enough for 60 feet.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on the injured one.
Okay, you're going to freeze a puppy.
Yep.
Go forth,
Two
heroes.
puppets,
This is twice the animal cruelty. At a certain point, we're just being efficient.
That's 1.5 at best.
Make an attack roll.
Yeah, that's an 8.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
can still add the bardic to that if you want to, but you have
I
the
don't
reroll.
think it's worth it.
Also,
that's true.
Hold on, wait. With all of the people in the way, wouldn't it be? It would be half cover, so it would be like +2 to its armor class, I believe, if I have that right. Is that how that works?
Well, there's increased quarter cover. I think is +2.
A quarter cover. There'd be like a quarter
half
cover.
cover is +5.
Oh,
and
I'm
then-
making noise. I'm so sorry. I'm still adjusting.
I just radiate fairy inspiration and fey goodness. I don't even realize that I'm doing it. My apologies. Was that me?
Anyway.
Was I spreading joy again? My bad.
I will re-roll that because I can, and if I don't, it'll get lost anyways. Ah, Jesus.
13.
That's not much better, but I might as well try to use my bardic
Okay.
to.
Because of the increased armor class thing, that isn't enough.
Yeah.
So with the
that's
15.
+5.
Okay, so with the 15. So yes.
15. No, it's 13 plus 5.
35
so
is 18. Callie's words are nice, but they also carry weight to them. As you focus on your frost beam, you are back. As the frost just channels through, hits a roll for damage.
Right. And so, do I add the existing roll, or do I roll the bardic again for the damage on it?
I think you spent the bardic, right? So it's gone.
Yeah, you get to spend it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But like, if you were to have hit, you could then use the bardic on damage.
Oh, okay.
So you hit it, do 2.
Sorry.
As you hit it, and it sort of staggers and just winces as it slows down from the frost forming around it. Kiki, or is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
I think I will step a little bit closer to the wall.
The edge? Oh. I don't have any tricks, you shut up. Kiki, it's your action.
Okie dokie. So, let me...
No. Sorry,
Yes?
I'm hyper today. Sorry, please continue.
So, first of all... Nope, I'm not going to do that. So, I am going to... Hang on, I gotta see if I can do this on my tablet. Oh, cool. Okay, so I'm just gonna step that way, and I'm gonna face Death Dog that is to my 11 o'clock.
Wonderful.
And I am gonna go ahead and gust of wind it over the cliff. Is my
Why?
because I can.
You're just pushing a dog off a cliff?
He's snarling at me.
Go play with your friend.
Okay, so you
I'm not hitting him, so I'm not doing the abuse. I'm just
the ground's doing the abuse, really. And I think that would hold up in court.
I know I would.
So you this demigoddess lets forth this power of just the sea and the wind on this thing as the dog pulls back and tears into the ground, resists, hunkers down low, and looks at you. It did pass its strength save. It is death save. It did pass its strength save, and good news, it decided who its target's going to be for the next attack. Is there anything else you want to do?
As my bonus action, I'm going to enter a rage because he's obviously pissed off at me. So I'm preparing for that, and that is it.
As you go into this rage, what weapon are you bringing out?
That will be. I think my tail again is probably the best one. I like my tail.
As your tail,
Man, my ponytail.
as your tail
comes-
emerges. Oh, ponytail.
Yes,
That's right.
it's not wrong.
And it looks at you. You're snarling at it. It's growling at you, or you're sorry, it's snarling at you, and your rage is activated. Just two. I mean, Kiki is a demigoddess, arguably a princess and a warrior, but in this specific moment and context, two furious beasts just staring at each other. As this
He's
thing.
frothing at the mouth, I'm frothing at the gills here, so
Yes.
we're on even territory here.
As this thing completely dives towards you. Let me see. Oh, no, wait, hold on. That's not that one. The injured one. Oh, shit. Let me double check something. This injured one, running towards you at a slower speed, but still having enough speed to get over there, runs over and just snaps. And just Kiki, with her great axe, blocking and warding these things, tail whipping, and just gracefully and powerfully deflecting attacks from 4 different sources at the same time. This brutal, almost dance to ward and protect her allies. Krarin, it is your action.
Okie dokie. Alright, so I'm gonna go up to... If I go to the square that's right beside Kiki, would I be able to hit the more damaged one?
No, you'd have to move around that one way or another. You'd have to move around. There's the injured one and there's the healthy one. The healthy one's at the edge of the cliff. So in order to get around it, there's a rickety bridge that doesn't look entirely stable.
Okay, then I think I want to try something. You can let me know if this works. I'm going to move up right beside Kiki. And for my first attack, I would like to smack the dog that's directly in front of me that I don't believe has been hurt yet.
That's correct.
With my quarterstaff.
All right, roll quarterstaff attack.
Okay. Quarterstaff attack. I hit it for 16.
16 hits. Your microphone's jumping out again. Do you want to you can roll for damage if you'd like.
11 damage.
God dang. As you just, this dog completely sorry, my computer froze up for a second. This dog completely focused on Kiki as you just bear down on it, cracking it across the, I'm going to say the back of one of the heads, as it just shudders from this and turns and looks at you. Doesn't yelp or anything, just turns, one head turns and snarls at you, the other head turns and looks at Kiki. You have the rest of your turn.
If you let me do this for my bonus action, you tell me what I want to do is for my I'm not going to do flurry of blows, but my one unarmed attack, I'd like to roundhouse kick it into the hole.
Okay. I know what I want to do with this. I'm going to double check something real fast.
Okay.
I think I could see Reed's face knowing what he'd want to do with this. Let me see. Okay. Basically, what was it? You can basically do the shove action. The shove action is you roll your athletics against either their athletics or acrobatics, my choice. And then if you succeed, you push them 5 feet away. My ruling is I have an idea how I want to handle the bridge, and I haven't confirmed how strong it is. I said it looks rickety. Okay. If it fails the roll, it will move back 5 feet, and I will apply the plan that I had for the rickety bridge before. Okay. Now let me double check one last thing. Your athletics is 0. Okay. So yeah, you'd roll your athletics check against this thing's, I'm gonna say, yeah, it's the same. Against its bonuses. Are you down for that?
Yeah, you know what? What the hell? Let's do it.
So roll basically a flat 1d20.
Alright, here we go.
19. Re-rolling or now? With Kyra's re-roll.
You know what? Might as well. Since I have it, I'm gonna re-roll it, because it'll be going away for the next one.
19 and a 4.
Yeah, no, definitely the 19 over the 4 any day.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
What I I do a bad thing, guys? What did I do?
You swing, and this dog looks at you. You swing and just do this rising, I'm going to say like a rising kick, to kick under the dog and almost flip it back as you kick this thing. And it cries out and falls back onto the boards, scrambles and immediately sort of recovers, looks, and I'm going to say, so basically I rolled dice on the bridge because I was going to roll them to see how stable it was once somebody stepped on it, so not even I knew until then. But whenever you knock it onto there, you hear the wood creak and begin to crack as it turns and looks at you. It doesn't seem to fully understand. The bridge did not crack, so it is not killed. But the bridge is cracking, and it has like one more turn, or would not be able to withstand one more shove. If that makes sense. So, I'm also now realizing that the shove should have been an action, not a bonus action.
Oh shoot! Sorry.
But that's fine. That's a freebie for you because I missed that ruling. So you have this. So that was your action and bonus action. You have your movement if you want to move at all.
No, I think I'm good where I'm at because I don't want it to get past me.
All right, Kyra's turn. There's this green and silver dust from her words she wrote before, and it's fading. And you see her reach out, pull, and all the dust in the room flies back into her hand. She whirls it around and then throws it back out in the room again, reinvigorating and renewing it, giving you all one extra re-roll. This dog's turn. It's gonna bite at Kiki. It's gonna bite at Krarin, because Krarin just became someone it doesn't like very much. It is going to continue to miss because I have missed every attack this fight. Each of those fights, it starts snapping at you and biting at you, and as you're blocking him, you hear this cracking creak sound. Let me see, 1 second. You hear this cracking, snapping sound. As you hear this wood break, it yelps and jumps over. The wood breaks and it sort of gets back on the ground just in time and looks at you, not even missing a beat in its fury. I made it roll a dex save for its life, and it rolled an 18. So it just crawled back up. I gave you a fair chance. on that one. But that's it. So Callista, it's your turn.
All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to move over here to my left, so I can get eyes on the one that just went for Krarin. And I'm going to pull out my short bow of Cupidity, and I'm just going to attack it like normal with my sparkly magic bow.
So you're shooting the bow of Cupidity, and are you planning to invoke its effect or no?
No, I just want to use the...
It's a bow of love, but today it's a bow of hate. All right,
yes.
Roll your attack roll. This is amazing.
Okay. Oh, okay. Reroll. I rolled a 4.
All right.
Which is a total of 10, but I'm going to reroll.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I crit!
You crit?
Use
Wonderful.
my reaction.
Okay, so you crit. Can you document your own awesomeness? Is that allowed?
I do. It just has to be a member of my team, I believe. But let me double check.
That's fantastic.
I mean, as an author of something, I think you have the opportunity to be like, you know what, this is my moment to shine.
I'm a big enough person. Who was? I think it was Leslie. No.
It's to happen to you or one of your allies by chance.
That's amazing.
And yes, I know what you're talking about.
Who is it? Is it Leslie Nope?
Yeah.
I'm a big enough person to admit that I inspire myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, roll with this bow. Roll for damage. Roll 2d6 plus 4.
Alright. Oh, that's a beautiful roll. That's 11 plus 4, 15.
Good lord! As you just strike and turn and hit. I'm gonna say it turns and it's like growling at Cray. This bow, that's a verb, and it turns and looks at you. The arrow hits right between the two faces, in the heads, like right in the neck between the two. As it sort of staggers, takes this damage. You did not kill it, but it is, you guys can see it's more than halfway gone as you land that bow. You have a bonus action left and movement.
Okay. For flavor, I just want to say, whenever I release the string, I always imagine it just sounds like one string of a harp.
Beautiful.
Just to add to the Cupid.
And you don't want to
vibes
try
we
and
got.
charm it this way?
No, I don't. I think we're okay.
Okay.
I will call that good. I'm not going to use a bonus action this round.
All right, Euphemian, it's your turn.
All right. Is there anywhere that I can get to where I would have a clear line of sight on that one without also being within 5 feet?
You can basically do it almost from here, actually. I'm looking at because I can see what your character can see. Right here, it has half cover. If you move closer over here, you'd be able to see it, and it would have quarter cover. So there's no unhindered, but you can get to quarter cover. I'm experimenting with this cover rule more. If you don't like how I'm doing it, you can let me know, because I'm trying to expand what rules I use in combat.
Even though Cray's not that tall.
I do.
The dogs aren't either. That's the problem.
That's true.
I just started doing push-ups in the middle of combat.
Kyra's just watching you, just completely, horny with confusion.
I mean, if he's a head taller than Cray, he should be okay.
That's fair. Kyra's like, I don't know what's going on, but this man has time to do fitness routine in the middle of a life or death battle, and I will mount him.
All right. If I go here with quarter cover,
yeah,
5 foot radius. Does that include Cray?
A 5 foot radius of what? Like of your?
Sorry, of that death dog.
5 foot radius of the death dog, that would include Kiki, the one you're pointing at.
Okay, but
this
what
one
about
would include
Cray?
Kiki. No, Cray's fine.
Cray's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Ice Knife on that death dog.
Oh, okay. How did we rule on this? Because I know you're going to pull some shit.
Nope, I'm just using it vanilla.
Okay. I think in the future, the piercing will stay piercing, but you can change the other thing. Is kind of my idea, but we can discuss that later. So you throw ice knives, roll your attack roll for ice knives.
Oh my... I'll re-roll.
Mm-hmm. The rest of you didn't see him get an 8, so I needed you to know he got an 8, and then he re-rolled it and got an 11. So I need everybody on stream to just know that we had a whole storyline explaining why Euphemian was coming back and how invaluable he was to the team. And I think he's the only person that's missed this fight. Just so that we... Right. Yeah.
Anyway, they still have to all make a dexterity save.
So I'm going to say hits the wall and smashes. So it would be Kiki and both death dogs. Let me roll for both death dogs. And the saving throw is 14 DC. Roll for damage.
So Kiki has to do a save too?
I'm resistant to cold.
Yeah.
You still have to save.
Use you.
That's 12.
Oh.
So next, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He rolled max damage on that. He's going to kick your ass. He's going to kick your ass with incidental ice. He's going to kick your ice.
So I have advantage on dex against effects that I can see while not blinded. This would apply as well?
Yes. He was very thoughtful with the...
I got a 16.
Okay, you don't take any damage because you just see this and I would say you just block it with your arm, like in your... The complete water demigoddess that you are in a blind rage. I think you kind of just be like, and just almost just let them hit you where it hurts the least and deflect the attack that way. As this ice explodes, one of the dogs ducks under the way and the other one takes the full 12 damage. On Death's Dog's Death's Door. Is there anything else you want to do for that turn?
I'm going to swear in Common and Celestial and in Infernal, and then I'll go back to my hole.
When you do all that, Kyra just sort of says to you, in half of her sentences in Infernal and half of it is in Celestials, it flows in, how many different swears do you know?
I'm gonna go and in what's it, Solidarity, I also swear in Draconic.
This is a foul episode. Kiki, it is your action.
Then I will go ahead and add my 2 cents in Primordial, because why the hell not? And I am going to go ahead and take a whack with my tail to the death dog closest to the edge, so at my 11 o'clock.
Okay. Hold on. I want to interrupt you for a second. This is going to be a rude question, but I have a point. How foul is your swear in Primordial? Like, is it like damn, or is it like a word that if I said we'd lose the stream?
Let's go with that one.
Okay, you say that, and Kyra just says in Primordial, you are a demigoddess! But
I didn't know that before.
She's also a soldier.
Yeah.
she's okay. So yeah, you hit the one with the tail. You hit the nearest one with your tail. I see what you're doing.
Yep. So that is a 20 to
20
hit.
hits. Roll for damage.
Oh, right. I gotta do it on that. Let me get my thing back. Scroll down. And that is 7 plus my rage bonus, so 9.
You slash into it, and your tail just whips into this thing, slashing and piercing, or it's piercing, just digging into it, and just pulling back with just like this sort of, it almost looks like this blood with like dark red blood with like black ink running through it as it pulls out. And I have so much fun describing the blood of monsters. But what else do you want? That was your bonus action, I believe. So I think you have your full action? Or did I do that wrong?
My action.
Okay, do you have a bonus action you want to?
Do I?
No, you don't.
Let me check.
It was a trick
No,
question.
That's my rage. No, well, stop doing that.
I didn't realize until I opened the sheet that it was wrong, and then I felt bad.
That's okay.
So
that your tail couldn't have like impaled the death dog and like use it to smack the other death dog to death.
Oh,
beat a motherfucker with a different motherfucker?
yeah?
You know, that's how
That
we
would be
do
my
it.
thing.
This is how we do.
Kiki, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Tammy's mom, you did raise Tammy better than that, and I'm sorry that she said something so foul. I can't even roleplay what she said. But I need to make a con save.
That's a natural one, so 6.
You still have your reroll?
Oh, yes! Yeah, she refreshed that. Let me do that again. That's a 13.
13. When it bites into you, you feel your body immediately begins to buckle. The things that these are is this pure diseased monstrosity, in a very literal term, as your body barely fights off what it's trying to push into your system. The DC to save it was 12. You rolled a 13.
Oh, thank God.
And if it would have been bad. It could still happen, so I'm going to leave it off. But you're really happy that didn't hold. As it bites in, the poison.
Just halfway through using my reaction to document that. Just
the poison sort of bolts through your system like you can feel like you're choking back for a second, but the actual bite is like, no, you're Kiki, you're a warrior and you're in a rage. This is a fucking dog. You're not being brought down by a goddamn chihuahua. You take 2 piercing damage total.
Okay.
That's this whole turn. Craven, it's your action.
Alright, so is this one dead then? Like the one that Kiki...
None of them are dead yet.
None of them are dead? Okay, so what I want to do is I want
Can you
to
microphone?
Oh, sorry. I'd like to hit the one that's in front of me right now.
Mm-hmm.
With my quarterstaff.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
die!
Do you want to hit it with a quarterstaff, or do you want to shove it? Because the wood behind it's broken. It would not be able to save itself this time. I'm not nudging you. I just wanted to clarify because I said actions last time.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go ahead and back that dog.
All right, roll your attack roll.
All right. So, oh yeah, crit 26.
Crit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Cal, you got it?
Oh wait, no, I crit on my turn this round, so I can't.
She's too busy. The bard is too busy writing about herself to write about you.
You know what? Fair. It's totally okay. I'm okay with this.
She writes it, and Cray did something almost as cool. So, Cray, you don't need to roll for damage. Can you just do me a favor and break right into describing? Actually, you know what? Do me a favor. Are you going to attack the other dog?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, can you roll an attack roll on that real fast before we do this? I have something in my head.
Okay, cool. I would like to... I'm hitting it for 60.
Okay. If you rolled ones on every single thing next, you would still single-handedly kill every dog this turn. So can you just do the how do you want to do this, the battle description for killing 2 dogs and 4 heads in a single action moment? Because I wanted
I'd like to do like this weird thing, and I don't know. You let me know if I can do this.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of want to interpose myself in between them and do like one, like a quarterstaff kind of like batting with one, and then like hit it in the ground and like do a you know how like they do it when they hang onto the quarter onto like a pole and then they like
oh, so you're like doing that swing around like the
yeah.
Oh, like a stripper pole, but like a fury, but like angrily.
But an angry stripper pole, and I
like a slasher pole.
Yeah, and I like to like slap them both off the end. I could do that.
Oh shit! Okay.
Here I thought you'd be punching with your hand and then kicking with your foot, both at the same time, standing on one leg.
Okay, so I'm gonna say yeah. So you push in, you like sort of move in between them. I'm gonna take some liberties here, but Bill and I said hit one, knock the other so that they're weak, slam the staff down, and just gracefully just move around. Your fine style is the drunken master, and your whole style is moving with this grace and speed and fluidity that's frankly confusing to everybody around you. And before they even realize what's happening, everybody else is watching as you just move into this flurry and fluid hurricane. And then the next thing they know, you hear the dogs howling as they fall down the chasm, and you're regaining your composure, staff pulled off the ground, and the fight comes to a close. As in a moment there was howling and fighting and biting and snarling, and then there's an almost uncomfortable silence. Not in the absence of any action, but the presence of your victory.
Can I be like, grab those sticks?
Wait, what'd you say?
Grab those sticks, bitches.
Oh, damn. They may well never. And Kyra just looks at you, and she just sort of reverently writes down your one-liner. Well, that was...
funny. So basically, I was doing push-ups, ice knife happened, a couple other things happened, and then that.
Yeah, Kyra's just sort of... Well, that was a lot. She turns to Callista and goes, that was a cupidity bow.
Yeah, I got it from the wood nymph.
Nice shot.
Thank you.
I
think it was because of you that I hit so well.
What? How? What?
Your song.
Glad I could help.
Thanks.
Cray?
I would like
Anyway.
to.
Sorry. She's just looking at Cray like, Cray, you just kicked 2 dogs off a cliff. Sorry, Euphemia, what do you want to do?
I want to go to the big corpse.
You walk towards this massive corpse of a Cerberus. Let me pull this up.
As Euphemian is walking there, I'm gonna just, as my tail kind of my ponytail retracts back, and I'll put my great axe back on my back. I'm gonna just look at Cray and like, that was freaking awesome. How do you do that and yet you die when we just freaking look at you?
It's luck, and my luck is absolute garbage. So really, it's a 50-50. Most of the time, you know that I have died like 5 or 80 something
28%?
in the past little bit.
Yeah, I know you did a lot.
28.5%.
And Kyra
The
looks
time
at you.
we've been together.
Kyra looks at you and goes, "You did the math?"
I did the math.
Yeah, I hated math, and I'll just kind of walk back, follow
she-
Euphemian
she
towards
pulls-
the big dog.
She pulls the quill and goes, "Did you factor in whenever Kiki took you down?"
Oh yeah, that's a factor.
Okay, and she writes down the number on a parchment.
Although, you know what? You don't really see it, but as Kiki walks away, I don't know if anybody else will see it, but as Kiki walks away, Cray actually is like beaming. Oh, I did good. Yay.
Euphemian, I want you to roll a perception check. Thank you, Tammy's mom. I offer you, for your entertainment, 3 dead dogs.
That's a 15.
I don't. Tammy looked so offended when I said that, but like, how is that not what literally just happened? It's reductive but honest.
Sorry, it kind of made me think when you said 3 dead dogs. It reminded me of some stupid thing my dad always said when I was younger: 3 dead dogs and a rubber hose. It makes absolutely no sense. It actually was ducks.
I will
don't know what that came from, but yeah.
I will tell you, 3 dead dogs is honestly the worst local variation on the 12 Days of Christmas you will ever hear.
Could this be the episode name? 3 dead dogs and a rubber hose?
Euphemian. I love this. Euphemian. I want to talk about that, but I got to give him his due. You're looking around. You see this dog, this Cerberus. It's in this giant hall that you see was carved out, was clearly the workstation, because you see beds in the different halls and pathways that make it very clear that this was kind of where the dwarves that worked here would rest. This is not where this thing was supposed to be. But you see all around it large rips and tears into its flesh. As you can see on the picture, like, one of its legs ripped off, part of it chewed open, and it's all feral bestial attacks on this thing. But then you also see a lot of small bites and from like the smaller creatures, and you realize that it's possible that this thing was brought down by something more dangerous. It's possible that this thing was completely overwhelmed by a number of factors. Basically, the rest of this cavern got to what this thing is after it got to everybody else. As you look around, you see a hallway leading down, which I'm sure some deduction would tell you goes in the direction of the bridge you saw before. You see a couple rooms that possibly quarters for the workers here to stay. At the end of the room, you see double doors that are closed, sealed with basically sealed with giant bronze walls in front of as where the door should be no handles or anything, just a complete wall. One of the... When you look around the scene some more, I should have described this. The fight that killed this Cerberus was not that long ago, but a lot of mauling and fighting has happened here. And you see in one side of the room, over here, a skeleton of some dwarven person still wearing their armor, which seems to be of some value. Euphemian would definitely know how to recognize value that nobody seems to be using.
What kind of armor is it?
So you would go to it and examine it?
Yeah.
Alright. You go and you run your hands across the armor. It's a fine metal, and it's a quality shirt. It seems unlikely but this place was abandoned quickly, and you realize that it is, in fact, a mithril chain shirt. Those of you that may or may not know, it is quality armor that gives you 13 armor plus your dex to a maximum of 2, so it can increase your armor up to 15. The fun of it is, despite being very quality armor, it does not give you disadvantage on any of your stealth. Elegant that it is.
Be right back. 2 minutes.
Okay. I don't think there's anybody on the team that can really benefit from this. I'm looking at your guys' stats. I don't think there's anybody on the team. This is a godsend of a gift, and I don't think any of you can use it. Well, I tried.
And what is it? A chain shirt?
Mithril chain shirt.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take it. So I'm going to show it to the others.
All right.
What would that do on Kiki? I know that it would bring her AC down a little bit, but it would get rid of disadvantage on stealth checks, right?
She doesn't have
I
disadvantage.
am wearing that breastplate.
Oh, which also doesn't have disadvantage?
I do have disadvantage on it right now.
Oh, you do have disadvantage on your stealth checks?
I do.
Oh, I don't see that on the stats. What I'm saying is I don't think that the breastplate you have provides that.
What the hell? Did I just dream that? Or did I lose that when I did something?
I think it might be your shield.
Oh?
Or your scale mail. Your scale mail did that. And you don't have your scale mail.
Is that what it was? And then I
Yeah.
switched it to the breastplate.
And just to clarify, the breastplate right now has its armor stats, but all of the rest of its abilities don't really kick in right now because of until it's refined.
Well, that's what I was going to say, because technically, once we've got it fixed, I don't know what we're doing with this stuff. Am I still going to get to keep it, or am I going to have to take it off and start not wearing it and giving it to whomever? Like, I don't know what we're doing with these things once we fix them.
I think they're for us to use to fight the gods, or the titans, right?
Yeah, I think
Did I dream
that's
that?
the intention.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, it could be sold.
That's true. I don't have proficiency with heavy armor until at least 3 levels from now, and I probably won't ever really get there because I think I'm going to multi-class in the other direction. So.
Oh, level us up. I was going to say, level us up, Ben. Oh, no. If you say it's going to be a moot point.
Still level us up, shoot.
Oh,
But...
the Nightmare Mirage. Thank you for following on Twitch. I appreciate that. I just noticed that. You're cool. We got a follow from Night Mirage. Thank you, Night Mirage. So
you.
yes, so you can, as far as what you guys are doing with this, people are positing wonderful theories. Canonically, Versi the Oracle has told you that one of your tasks is to get this armor together, and one of your tasks is to repair the forge. She hasn't really told you guys what the master plan is outside of these things yet, so that's very good speculation. But if I'm being pedantic and official, it is technically just speculation at the moment.
I just kind of look at my party and be like, "Oh, armor. Okay."
Hey, it saves us from dying.
If nothing else, it seems to be somewhat valuable, so I'm going to take it, unless somebody else feels strongly.
When you say it saves you from dying, Kyra just sort of mutters, "If you fear dying," and sort of smiles at Cray a little bit.
Didn't help that guy.
Not trying to undermine Kiki, but kind of just like, sort of going, "Yeah, but this guy doesn't fear death."
No. Don't get me wrong. Cray fears death, but he's been knocked down. I get knocked down. Just keeps getting back up again. So what are you gonna do about that, right? He fears it. Jennifer fears it a lot.
Kyra sort of sees you as this guy who's like, "Oh yeah, I'll get broken and I'll get up again," and she's like, "Yeah." And she might have misjudged him, but that's where her mind is right now. Callista, what were you gonna do?
Oh, just while Euphemian does that, I want to go through the like little bedchamber area.
Mm-hmm.
Something's up with my token. I can't. It doesn't change my visibility when I put myself in that room,
Because
so I
you
can't
don't
actually see. But
because you don't radiate light, but I gotta change it because you have your light thing. How much light is light? Is it 30 feet?
I think it's 30 feet.
Okay,
I
then
think
let me.
it's 30 feet full light, 60 feet dim light. I think.
Okay, let me put that then.
20. It's 20 feet full light,
Could I-
40
could
feet
I-
dim light.
Can I follow her just in case there's like, I don't know, something jumps out of the bed or something? Can I like follow her?
Yeah, so you can see now, right, Callie?
Yes,
Okay,
thank you.
so you look around. When you're looking through, it's a bunch of empty beds and open chests that make it very obvious that whatever happened here was whenever whatever bad things happened here, people grabbed stuff and fucking booked it. So everything's cleaned out. Roll an investigation check.
Ooh. 19.
Yeah, you look through, and there's like a small bag of coins underneath a pillow that someone clearly forgot to get to. When you add it up, it seems to be a number of gold pieces and silver. It becomes obvious this is not like a worker's wages. So someone had some illegal amount of money that they totally forgot to take when they were leaving. It adds up to about 65 silver pieces.
Ooh, okay. I'll take it. I'll distribute it at our next short rest.
Mm-hmm.
Could I take a look at these?
Where are you guys right now? Hold on. Where they are right now is they've traveled down into the caves, and they're trying to get to the Mithril Forge. They basically found the worker site, and they found the area where the workers rested, which was abandoned after the Cerberus dogs and everybody went through and were ravaging mean jerk monsters. So they're in like the workers' quarters and station, but everything's been abandoned due to horrible things a long time ago. Euphemian, where were you trying to go?
It looks like there's some kind of two-headed dog statue up there.
Those are not canonical. That's just sort of the idea that the dogs are around here. I wish they hadn't put them there.
I see.
Yeah, those are just supposed to sort of convey the fact that there are tiny dogs on the map, but it's not actually officially where they are. But if you look down that path, if you look up in this tunnel that you're seeing along the way, this tunnel seems to go into a different part of the mines, but it's so heavily caved in that you wouldn't be able to go any further at all with all the rubble and rock along the way. Referring to this path over here.
You want me to keep going down here? I mean, if Cal, you're okay, I'm gonna keep walking around and looking around too. Cool. So
Yeah.
So where are you guys going? Oh, you're looking. So you're looking the other room. Okay, what's up, Euphemian?
I'd like to check out the door, but let.
Oh,
Craig-
the big bronze
go ahead
door.
and- yeah, you can go ahead and check out that door. There's a door.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Over here, it's not shown well on the map because they were too busy drawing dogs. But if you look over on the wall, there's like a giant like double door made of bronze with markings along the top, markings along the side. Roll an investigation check.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
So you see along the side a bunch of symbols. You're welcome, Tammy's mom. You see a bunch of symbols, beautiful carving symbols of krakens and giants and centaurs and giant hawks, massive hands. All of these like powerful things that you can immediately assume would have been relevant to past battles. And then flying above them, a dragon like soaring above all of them. And then off to the side of the door, you see a marking confirming that this is the, for lack of a better phrase, top floor. And the two bronze doors have no handles and no ways that you can see to open them. In fact, at a 20, you can confirm that there is no physical way to open these doors. from where you are right now.
So it's a speak friend and enter sort of thing.
I got no comment.
What's the Elvish word for friend?
Open. Why?
Open sesame.
Jen, I love that we both went to the same spot.
100%. Can I, rummage around in here too? And
Sure, roll an
Thank you.
investigation check.
investigation check. Natural 20. You want to use your reaction on that, girl?
I can't. It has to be like combat, like attacks
Oh.
and saving throws.
You
But
look.
anyway, natural 20.
You look around, and I'm gonna say there's nothing here. Hold on. There's nothing here. Cray, you've had experience, let's put this delicately. You've had experience with sneaky people in the past, and you are very close to someone who knows how to keep a secret. And you think about how she would think. Callista found evidence that there was a thief in the area at some point here. So that means that gold and silver went disappearing. And it occurs to you as you run your hands along the frameworks of these cheap beds, these are master craftsmen who knew that a thief was somewhere in their midst. They had to have picked up. There had to have been rumors, at least. As you lay back and run your hand under the bed, as you feel this click, and you pull open this little secret hidden compartment, and pull out this small amethyst ring that sometime later, when you had time to properly analyze it, you would learn was worth 250 gold.
That is neat. I don't know that yet, so I'll just put it in my pocket to let one of our party members take a look and see if there's anything special about it other than its value. But I'll but I'll put it away for when we have a chance to talk.
Okay, perfect. We might need to take a break soon, but for now, let's keep going. Kiki just said BRB. Do you want to just take our break now? Okay. We're going to take a break now. I'll see you guys in 15 minutes, mostly because I don't know how to set it to anything besides 15 minutes on the slide that I have. So I'll see you guys at 9:21 our time. See you guys soon.
See you guys in 15. Bye, guys.
Bye. Cannery, and some flimflammery. But we are here now. Thank you guys for bearing with us. They have been through heck. You missed a lot. You missed the fight with the Cerberus. You missed Kyra revealing her true master plan. You missed finding out what was in the amethyst ring. If you've never seen an undead Cerberus or a Shakespearean, I'm not going to get into that one, but like what was at the bottom of the well, like all of these things, you missed some shit. But I can't possibly recap it, but we'll try and put it up later. Maybe it's a premium video.
It'll go up at the same time as our lost early videos too.
It's all coming up as one cohesive collection.
All coming back to me.
Yes. I think we're good. So, can you guys confirm that we're working on the stream right now? Because
I see us.
you see us.
I don't
do
see
too.
any
Okay,
jackies or
so for some reason we're just streaming at a steady 30 frames per second and only using 15% of the CPU. So in addition to the other changes that I made, can you please make me restart the computer before we stream every time? That wasn't the only thing that's happening, but my god. My apologies to the rest of you. Let's thank you, Allie.
Has everybody put their hair back? Okay, fine. I'll put my hair back.
Well, yeah.
We are jumping back in. So, we have 0 viewers right now, but we're going to go at this with full conviction.
Yep, we're doing it.
Well, I don't need to wear a shirt
Dan's
for
like,
this.
"No one is watching."
100%.
She's like, it's just the starting screen. I'm like, there's a delay. Just wait.
It says it's going now. Does she? I didn't have the starting screen. I didn't play a starting screen. So if she's seen one, then
She just has to refresh it again.
Yeah, I think so. Twitch didn't want to automatically bring it back for me, so.
Yeah, I have to come out and come back in again.
Yeah.
oh yeah, I see it. Tell her to refresh the page. Yeah. Okay, perfect.
So anyway, the dragon.
The dragon. So you guys are standing in this room. You've seen what could only look like the doors, an indicator on the side indicating that you are in fact on the top floor. This heavily decorated pair of bronze doors. The rooms that you're all the resting quarters. We have one viewer. I hope it's Tammy's mom. Actually, I have a number of viewers. Hello, everybody. Feel free to say hi in chat.
Everybody.
But you guys are in these quarters, and it is your call what you'd like to do. As you can see, there's there's at least one hallway you haven't gone down. I think Callista was walking down it before.
I was starting to wander that direction.
You can wander. Everyone's looking at this. Your guys' call what you want to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Callista.
Oh, I just wanna see
Just to make
something.
sure she doesn't get into any trouble that I don't endorse.
I'll just pop my head out and be like, hey, I'm just gonna check out this bedroom too.
All right, roll an investigation check on that one.
Just wanna see what's
Investigation. Right now. 10.
Yeah, fuck you. You don't see it. I became sassy on the break.
Okay.
That's some character development.
That's right.
That's my character arc. 7C, you level up by finishing character arcs. I just got an extra point. So what was I gonna say? So
Oh.
who could that be?
Pizza.
You guys go down that hall. You wander.
Did 10 find anything? Didn't Craig find anything with a 10?
No.
Oh, that's right.
He told me to fuck off. I'm pretty sure that means no.
You look
I have
into.
your short-term
Something
memory of a
already.
goldfish. Leave me alone.
You look in. What was it? As you look in this room, it appears to be a storage room. It is a storage room with a dead body at the wall. Empty sacks of what was obviously food at one point, broken crates. This room was looted a long time ago. Totally empty. Is there anything else that anybody would like to do at this moment? Did I use the F word? Maybe. But there are a lot of technical issues we've been having on the stream, so honestly it could have just been a blip of the stream. And you would have no fucking way of knowing.
Primordial.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said
There's a reason
primordial.
why our YouTube videos are all set not for children.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Only us. We're the children allowed. Nobody else.
So, Allie, tell me where you want to go before you do it. Sometimes, because there's some stuff that sometimes I want to reveal.
I'm sorry. I just want to wander a little further down this hallway.
Those of you that can't, those of you that are watching, you can't see that we have this digital board we use to move everything, and Allie's character is and it's whimsical and delightful, like the jingling bells.
I have them set up now.
I feel like yes! I love it. It's so magical. Oh my
And as you
God.
dream of your heroic days and the better tomorrow,
That's
so
what it sounds like when I told the dead.
yeah.
It matches very well.
Love it.
Give me a second. Give me one
Just-
moment.
Has
Oh.
to happen every time now, Allie.
I have it set up. I will set it up every time.
Yes, I like it.
I will slowly just accumulate instruments.
That is the bardic way. So
I
as
wish you
you're,
could do like,
this is a silly session.
I am married to a percussionist, so I could probably find a way to make that happen.
Callista,
Down there then?
Callista, as you're walking down, You
Yeah, I will follow.
Only if you're coming.
are you so
coming.
who's whoever's coming, just move yourself over towards Callista. All right, that would be Kyra too. All right, Kiki, are you moving with her?
Yeah, I had to find myself.
Hey, good for you.
A deep interpersonal reflection there in the
Hold on, Allie.
floor by the dead dog.
Allie, get the bells. Get the bells. As Tammy thought about, tried to find herself and who she truly was.
I have the power.
I love it so much.
Callista, you walk down the hall, and you hear this clicking on the floor. Something walking along the floor around the corner. Something that seems to emanate, this is why Ben asks you not to move your token ahead of time. But it's your action if you'd like to do anything.
Do you guys hear that?
Tammy's mom, she's a goddess. She is. Tammy's mom to your defense. I love this.
Do you guys hear that? Also,
Huh?
I just something clicking. Like
Euphemian, Euphemian's passive perception is the same as yours. I keep forgetting you took that away. Cray, you would hear this clicking, and this sounds like this would connect with you. The same clicking you heard with the dogs moving on the floor up above. So there's at least one more down the hall.
Wait, maybe he's asleep and he's got his feet against the wall and he's dreaming. Click, 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 click. Maybe he's not coming after us.
He might not be coming after us yet, but it sounds like
him
the
to be sleeping.
plows
Just
on the
dreaming of
stone.
tearing apart curious satyrs. It wakes up, well, hell. Sorry, please go on.
I've heard
I
of it.
have a boot.
So I'll be like, guys, I think I can hear the clicking of its little nails on the the stone, like the other one.
Can I just like, I'm a little sneaky. Can I just like pop ahead and just like take a look and like sneaky? But like I just want to see who it is.
Are you asking me or are you asking everyone else?
I'm asking everyone else for permission before I do it.
So as you go...
What were you saying, Euphemian?
I have a boot.
Oh.
A boot what? Wait, what are you planning?
The boot that he got from Agni.
What is the boot? What are you planning? What are you planning?
I was thinking of luring it out into the open by throwing the boot to the end of the hallway.
Fetch.
Oh, that's amazing.
And
Make Kiki throw it.
I'll pass the boot over to Kiki. If you would.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And I'm going to ready Ray of Frost for when
This is amazing. You're ready to...
if the dog chases after the boot.
You are gonna throw a dog toy out there and then ready your attack. That is dark, man. That is fucked. Kiki, you have a boot.
No do to boot it.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, can you just say how much more Canadian we are? Oh my god.
I've been
Sure, there, bye.
I have been waiting to make a Canadian a boot joke for a bit, and then you guys took it.
No, don't you be talking like that, there, bye.
Just like
Sorry.
offensively Canadian.
Totally sorry.
We're not, eh? We don't do
yeah,
that too
sure,
much, do
Derry.
we, eh?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, a bunch of hosers there, eh? We're gonna pop down to the dep and
The dog!
I can't explain how different that is from the surfer town I grew up in. It is complete opposite.
Gonna smoke a couple of darts and then go get a 2-4, you know, eh?
Yo, this is kind of good that like
Those aren't
we
real
don't
words.
have any viewers right now because there would be so many people.
We have 5.
Us right now.
Hi!
They all came in. They all came back.
Oh shit!
Hey.
Well, guys! Hey!
Well, hello there.
We
And-
got everybody coming back from my bad Canadian accent there, eh?
And we've actually been at our best frame rate we've had in a long time. So
Shit,
Oh.
that's nuts.
Bad Canadian
That's the
accent in
secret.
high definition,
Oh
too.
my
eh?
god, is that what does it?
this
Let me look at my
is
polar bear, eh? I gotta get it out of my igloo, eh?
this is
Derailed.
Well,
Horrifying.
Take a chug of my maple syrup here.
this is horrifying. You horrify me.
We're gonna wait till the death dog comes around the corner. We're gonna pelt it with Timbits.
Donut holes for you Americans.
We have Tim Hortons in certain parts of the United States.
We do.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Ohio had some.
I get to talk to them on a regular basis.
Fun for
Oh.
you.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. Anyways, dog, food.
The complete
woof, woof.
derail that has happened by the suggestion of a dog down a hallway. As we drift back into the land of imagination.
The sound of a wonderful idea coming into play as well.
I love it.
We have one prop and we're gonna use it for everything.
Y'all, I'm gonna get my finger cymbals next. I have an ocarina somewhere.
Dude,
Good to
I
go.
have like a tambourine.
Hey!
That's too much. That's too much.
I'll get my trombone out of storage.
What do you guys want to do about the dog?
Let's throw a boot, not at it, but as down that corridor that Euphemian is telling me to.
So once Euphemian's Ray of Frost comes out, I want to be able to punch it.
So, okay, just so I understand.
You want to
We're
punch his
throwing-
ray of frost?
She already threw the boot. So
At
uh,
the corner here,
I will let you guys say what you were planning, but I will not let you come up with new plans.
I just mean so I understand what's happening.
They're throwing the ball. They're on their board. They're throwing the boot at the corner where the dog's hallway intersects with your hallway, and then they have actions that are ready. And
Okay.
so they throw the boot. I'm
I
gonna
love how you're
say
saying boot.
they throw the boot, and I want you. You know what? I'm going to fucking roll a wisdom save for this dog.
See, this is why you don't piss off the DMs, dudes.
Hey, brah.
You throw this boot the moment, like the millisecond, like it's the same frame of life animation that the boot hits this wall. This dog just takes it, grabs it, and then the other dog just immediately, like both of the heads on it, one takes the back, one takes the front, and they are just tug of warring with this boot, standing there and just violently arguing with each other over which one of them gets to play with the boot, and they have no idea, nor would they care if they saw it, that you guys are right there. I believe you had readied actions.
Euphemian's brave thrust.
Euphemian, Ray of Frost, you letting it loose.
Ray of Frost.
Let it go. And you have, I believe you have advantage because they have no way of seeing it coming.
Yes. I will.
They rolled a 1 on their wisdom save. They crit failed.
That's a 13 or a 13.
Which one do you want to pick?
Oh, yay.
I'll take the second one. It
Okay.
seems a little better for me.
Roll damage.
This looks pretty.
That's 4 damage with the Ray of Frost.
Okay, and Cray, were you jumping and hitting it? You're muted. Were you muted?
Yeah, I was gonna go in there after it had kind of like, because I seen what had happened. I was right there. So you did that.
Okay, so you can. It would take you run 45 feet, so you could just run and hit it. So roll your attack with advantage because it's surprised.
So okay, advantage.
This is.
Gray will not live to regret running forward to the dog, right?
I don't know. This is.
Well, you know, you never know. I do shit.
What would you roll for your attack roll? 13. 13 hits. You can roll with advantage just to see if you crit.
We're all lucky 13.
Ooh,
to-
oh no,
20.
dirty 20. Damn
Okay,
it.
roll damage for it. 10.
And damage.
Okay, so and then are you going to do any other attacks, like bonus attacks or anything?
Am I allowed to?
I mean, oh no, wait, that was just one action. It's not a full turn. So you hit it. So like in a second, this dog is like going from like I'm bored, I'm a two-headed dog, and literally nothing ever happens here, to like A boot! No, it's my boot! No, it's my boot! It's like, everything for us! Quarterstaff to the head! Very, just the most confusing amount of pain this two-headed dog could possibly have. As it yelps and cries out. And as it does, you hear around the corner these other barking sounds down the hall and sort of growling sounds. And then you hear, for just a moment, this weird hissing, snarling, gurgling sound of this something around the corner reacting to all of this as my camera readjusts.
Does it sound like anything we've heard before?
I want each of you to roll a history check.
Sounds to me like Murlocs.
13.
20 dirty.
4.
That's a natural
Oh,
one.
Euphemian! No!
Oh! I got the highest!
You're the hardest one of the bunch.
So, Callista, you got a 20? Or what'd you get,
Oh,
Callista?
no, I got a 13, so I guess Cray got the highest.
Cray, at a 20, you've seen some nasty business, and you've had a very unlucky life. And honestly, one of the most unlucky moments was when you were fighting some strange, winged, disgusting-looking beast that bit down on you.
God damn it.
And you felt yourself getting slower as you lost control of your body and even your ability to move it, until 3 days later you became aware that all of your friends were laughing at you, and, oh hey, you're finally awake. You're trying to cross fists with that thing, right? And so you know, burned into your mind, what a cockatrice sounds like.
Hey, dudes. We're fucked. Can I say that?
I mean, you did. I want everybody to roll for initiative as we finally reap the rewards of just attacking every dog you see.
God damn it.
Are you kidding?
This is not the session I planned at all. This is not the session I planned at all.
You gave me a long hallway. I had to walk down it. I'm sorry.
Are you surprised, Ben?
Yeah, you're really, come on. By now,
Has everybody put their initiative on the track? Is anybody's initiative not visibly on the track?
Kyra and the death dog.
Oh, right. Kyra.
Your initiatives.
That's my fault.
I think if I would have punched the dog and hurt it, I'd just be like, I think all you'd hear from Cray would be like, uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're going to just this kind of I was just processing what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, we're just at a solid 30 frames per second. I feel like an asshole. Crayorin. Just so you guys know, a non-zero number of creatures have been added to the initiative track invisibly, and I will be taking their actions invisibly until they're in someone's line of sight. It is a non-zero number.
That is dirty, Ben.
It really is, because you have no idea what I rolled.
Oh, shit.
Oh, this is some of the most evil shit I've subjected you guys to. Crayon, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm gonna be like, uh-oh. And so I'm gonna be like, well, I need to get my ass out of here, so I'm gonna punch the shit out of this dog that's in front of me.
I gotta go, but first let me punch a dog. Please roll your attack roll.
Let me go punch this dog. Sorry, doggy. Oh, fuck me.
You go to swing at what'd you roll for the audience?
I rolled an 8.
As you swing at this thing, you swing and this one dog's looking at you. The other one reaches over and nips at your leg, and just you have to back up for a second, and it just causes you to miss. What are you doing with the rest of your roll?
Now I'm gonna do Flurry of Blows. This is my second one of the day. Where? Bam. Bam. Okay, so I'm gonna do Flurry of Blows. So I would like to go and smack it a couple times. Well, as he like nips at my feet, I want to like kick it.
All right, kick. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice. Roll your unarmed strike. Yeah, this is great. You guys are definitely the heroes. We'll never be like the old gods. Look, a dog minding its own business. So you kick it this thing. It backs away because a 10 misses. And you flurry to blow, so you get one more attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hit it one more time. Come on, jeez, just die in my head, not saying it out loud.
Perfect.
Oh, fuck me, guys. 11.
At an 11, yeah, this dog just completely This dog. I'm gonna say that one of the dogs, you kick it. In a split second, in like the panic of everything that's happening, hearing that there's a cockatrice, at least there's a cockatrice around the corner, other dogs around the corner, all these things. You're trying to get this close, and you swing and you kick, and one of the dogs was nipping at you. The other one had reached over and grabbed the boot, and you kicked the boot out of the way, as it was like one of the dogs still like not fully processing what's happening here.
Son of a bitch. Yeah. So then I'll use my disengage ability, and I also have 55 feet of movement, and I'm going to run. Let's see how far away can I run. Anyways,
You sound distant
55
again.
feet of movement will take. I'll just get. I don't want to be behind those guys. I'm gonna go right in front of Callista.
Okay.
Hey, get your ass over here. We got company, guys. It's my turn.
Here we
Cockatrice and
go.
shit.
Before I go to Kyra's turn, there's other things we gotta do. Where is this? Is this where this is? Hold on, wait, where did they put this? Something weird's happening with my game. Oh, that's why. So as you run around, Cray runs back and is like, we got company, guys, we gotta move. And you see this weird, like, looks like a bundle of, like, rotting flesh, like bird flesh, like, whenever, like, it's got the bumps and everything when there's no feathers. There's, like, this ball of bird flesh in the air as it just lands, and you see the feet stick out, and it unfurls, and you see, like, this very large cockatrice. Looks like a rotting chicken beast thing. Thin, scaly, its body stretched out, its beak impossibly sharp. As it turns, having used its full dash action to come over and see all of you. I will put a cockatrice in the visuals for the chat, for our chat. And this one comes over. Hold on, wait. Do this. Do this for me. This cockatrice flies over. As it does, almost immediately followed by one other creature. Music's not loud enough. Follows almost immediately by one other creature. Another death dog turning around the corner, coming around, and you see that. As Kyra sort of steps back, brings this green and silver magic around, sort of looking over. He looks at Kiki like, you can see in her eyes that she's sort of quietly asking you, like, you have this, right? And that's on her turn. Hold on, guys. I got a little bit more I got to do with the things that are off screen.
Oh, great.
Yep. As you hear almost galloping, like just several feet and growls as you hear almost a pack of these things running, turning around the corner. Hold on, wait 1 second. Turn on the corner as what was it? As 2 more of the death dog comes into view. For those of you keeping score at home, that is 4 death dogs and a cockatrice, all basically in this corner. Oh, okay, cool. I can confirm that. And you also hear the snarling, clicking sound, snapping sound of some other cockatrice running around the corner that's not quite there yet. You are up to 6 monsters chasing down this thin hallway towards you. Euphemian, it is your turn.
Thin hallways are my favorite.
Yeah, mine
I
too
like
now.
thin hallways. I am going to cast Web.
Okay. Can you just
so it's
draw on the map where you're putting the web?
Yeah. It's going to be a 20-foot square.
Mm-hmm. All right. I would be
Can't
correct.
really
Would I be correct if I guessed where you were putting it?
I
Yeah,
don't
there it is. Okay. So is it just what is it? What does the web look like for you? Like, is it just like a giant spider web of like just like?
Sort of what happens is Euphemian throws out from his scroll, and for all the world, it looks like somebody has just gone through with a white pencil crayon and just scribbled out reality, and then it comes and lands and hangs.
Just this knot, as an N-O-T, this just washes over everything, encompassing it. So every time they start a turn there, they need to make a dexterity saving throw, or they're restrained for that turn. Or no, or they're restrained, and then after they're restrained, then they have other shit they got to deal with. Is that about it?
Yeah, so
Perfect.
Each creature that starts its turns in the webs, or that enters them, must make dex saving throw. If it fails, it's restrained.
As long as it's in the web or it breaks free, and it breaks free by using its action to make a strength check against your spell save. So you might hold a lot of them there. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
I'm going to actually move around the corner so I'm not blocking anybody's path to the thing.
Okay, give me 1 sec. Is that your whole turn?
That'll be it for me.
Give me just 1 second. So you do this. You hear a galloping sound behind, out of sight, and like a hustling sound. Yeah, I'm gonna say you hear another dog. Who's running and then stops. Roll a perception check.
That's
okay.
a 10.
I'll give it to you for a 10. They don't have team tactics, so the only reason it would stop is if the hall was so packed it couldn't go any further. The only option it has is either... The only thing that you can see out of sight is either it just like hit the web and immediately was stuck, or it just like hit the pack and couldn't move any further. Either way, its turn ended very abruptly. Kiki, it is your action.
Alright, so I will have heard all of the clicking of little toenails and snarling and barking and that screechy ugly leather chicken thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I will have put away my great sword and I will pick up my shield. So I have bullshittery on my AC.
Okay, so you're taking your great axe. You're no longer holding your great axe. You're holding your shield. Okay, so you did do some bullshit with your AC is now 19. But what weapon are you holding?
I am also holding my Pythor's hammer.
Okay, I will. By the way, I will say that this is your main action is to do the switch around because that's an amount of things that you're doing. Changing because you're picking up your shield, you're putting down your great axe, and you're picking up your hammer. So that's like that's going to be your main action.
Well, that sucks.
I let you guys switch things.
I would have been doing this while Euphemian's getting his shit ready. Like, come on, I don't stand there going,
Okay, well, if you want to say that you did that before, swapping your shield, your great axe, your shield, we can say that as before. But
well, at least to have the shield out.
Okay, yeah, you can have a shield and if you want to have prepped it before, that's fine. So you have the shield and the hammer.
So I have 30 feet of movement. Oh, what am I?
You have
30 feet of movement. Mm-hmm. So 10, 20, 30 will take me here. Because I was going to enter in my rage and get my tail, which obviously frees up my hands to hold my shield and my hammer.
Ooh, that's...
But I'm just at the 10-foot mark.
That's fatal ergonomics.
At that first dog. That was my intent. I didn't realize I was that far back. I thought I was up one square.
I can let you move... Well, no. I was going to say I could let you move it there as part of your planning, but the actual distance between the dogs and you was something that happened since the fight started, so that wouldn't be something you would have calculated for. Mm-hmm. So no, you go into a rage, and your ponytail once again whips into a fury, almost as an ally in your battle, but you have your full action then.
So, provided that I rolled to hit, I would hit that one dog?
You could throw your hammer.
Because I've got a 10-foot... Oh, right.
Once per day, you can have it do the Mohinir thing and come back to you. And it's not even an action.
Oh, fuck, why not? That's the one that is just the bludgeoning, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, let's do that. I'm going to roll to attack it. That is a dirty 20.
Alright, that hits. Roll 1d8 plus 5, and then add the plus 2 because you're raging.
Was that the hit? I thought that was my regular one, and 1d10 plus 5 was the thrown?
1d10 is if you're using it with 2 hands, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is...
It's stronger the other way, too. 13, plus the 2 because you're raging, right?
Plus the 2 is 15. Yeah, so 15 total.
And you're hitting the closest one, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so these...
the one that's just a little bit closer.
All right, so these animals all turn the corner, and then there's this negation just washes over all of them, starts tingling. It looks around, turns, looks at you, and Kiki just charges in as Kyra just sort of... As Kiki charges in, Kyra's look of worry just completely washes away. Like, okay, Kiki's mad. We're going to be fine. As you just walk in, throw this hammer... Comes in, smashes, hits one of the dogs, knocks one dog head to the side, and then the hammer hits it again as it comes back into your hand, doing full 15 points of damage to this thing, taking it to just about almost half health from that one moment, hitting it.
Now, I do have another question about what it says. Attacks made with this weapon have a +1 bonus to attack. So that already... Oh,
that's already calculated, yeah.
Taken into account. Okay, perfect. I'm happy with that.
Callista, it is your action.
Alright, this worked for me once before. I don't think it'll work quite as well this time, but let's
hope it doesn't.
Give it a shot. Almost certainly won't. How's that? I'm going to pull out my pan flute this time.
Oh, what?
I'm going to play them a little lullaby.
What fuckery is this? What spell is this? Oh, you cast sleep on him?
Yeah.
What fuckery may come?
And I can use a reroll for this, right?
Like
one of the die.
One die, yeah.
One die.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I replaced a 1 with a 2, so that was great. Okay, so that's 8, 16, 21. So if any of them have 21 hit points or lower, go to sleep.
Hey, you play this music as it gently washes over, and one of the dogs and and just all of them just sort of growl and alert you. After being curious about the music for a second, not a single thing over there has less than 21 hit points.
That's horrible to learn. All right. Then with that lovely turn, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to give Krarin some Bardic. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give Kiki some Bardic. She's closer. I'm just going to say, Kiki, you always look amazing when you do that. And that was the coolest thing you've ever done. And Bardic, inspiration to you. And I'm going to give you, again, I'm going to do the one that gives you advantage on rolls against being frightened. I don't know if it'll help, but until you spend the Bardic,
wonderful.
You have advantage on rolls against being frightened. And then I'm going to follow Euphemian's lead, I think. No, I'm just going to back up. I'm just going to back up closer to Kyra.
So as she says this, I'm like, did you see what I did with the dog?
Are you saying that's Callista or Kyra?
Callista, as she says that. She's like, you're the most amazing thing. And I'm just like, but how about...
That was so 5 minutes ago.
I did say the most amazing thing she's ever done.
Hey, Euphemian, I'm going to ask you...
You're both pretty.
I'm going to ask you a ruling. Okay. Damn it. I was going to ask if someone could fly over the web.
It's a 20-foot cube.
You're a 20-foot cube. Listen, I said some things that I'm not proud of, and I'm sorry.
I'm gonna remember that. Use that as like the best insult for everything. I'm writing it down right now. You're a...
You've already forgotten it, Jen. It doesn't work in every context.
Oh, just you wait.
Oh, this is interesting. This is very interesting. This is the kind of interesting that we end a session on.
Don't like that.
One of the dogs, in the back. I'm gonna say one of the dogs. I'll ping for your sake, but the odds doesn't really need to see it. One of the dogs looks and just like leaps forward with almost surprising speed, moving through, and it critted on its dex save, moving through the nothing, diving through, weaving, and just fast as lightning, making its way over to Kiki with a speed that she could not have anticipated. No one reasonably could have anticipated, and just sinking its mouth and fangs deep into her leg. I need you to make a con save.
Hell, I'm at a 19 AC.
I know.
Damn, that's a 12.
You can add Bardic to it if you want.
You don't need to.
Before you know okay.
I don't need to.
As you feel the poison do its best to course through, but you rage through it. And all
You can't
things...
give me rabies, I'm already rabied up myself.
And all things considered, it does 5 piercing damage to you. It critted and did 10, and your rage reduced it to 5. The dog critted on its dex save and on its attack. Just launching, this super dog launching forward and just tearing into you. Give me one more moment for something. As you hear, what was it? You hear, let me see. Yeah. You hear another cockatrice call out, and then immediately start screaming in a strange panic. As you realize there's another one that dashed towards you guys, took the dash action towards you guys, and immediately got caught up in the web. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 8 enemies chasing you guys right now. Most of them slowed down by web. There are 8 enemies. One of them broke free and is critting against your barbarian. All of them dashing towards you, eager to pin you and corner you into the room where the Cerberus and all of those dwarves died. A room that has become an archive of the slaughters that have happened here, that you're getting inched closer towards. And elsewhere in the cavern, someone listens carefully, puts their hand to their chin and says, "What untold dangers we bring upon ourselves when our reach exceeds our grasp," Hubris whispers, gentle, into our own ear. And that is where we'll end this session, bringing you guys to the start of a fight where you are outnumbered 2-1, not counting Kyra. Let's see where that goes.
In a cavern,
In a cavern, in a tight hall. Reed's web might be a lot of your saving grace here. I want to thank you guys for playing, and I want to thank those of you that came back for the stream after our tech issues. We figured it out. Long story short, it was me in some ways that I can prevent happening in the future, so we'll be fine. Thank you all for... Thank you for... You guys are wonderful.
With us, thank you.
Jen, you... Yes.
Oh, that thing. Love you guys.
We'll be back... Are we back next week? We're back next week, right?
So,
Yes.
All right, we'll be back next week. If you liked us, please give us a follow. If you didn't, please give us a follow anyway. Feel free to heckle us. We'll still use the follow. Everybody...